Producer Wack 100, who helped provide the money needed to bail out Keefe D.
Mr. Jones, what was the amount that you paid for the bail bond premium in this case?
$112,000. It was 15% of whatever the $750 was.
Okay,
$112,000 and some odd dollars.
And $500, is that correct?
$112,500, yes sir, yes sir.
And you paid that out of your business?
Yes sir.
And what's your business name, sir?
100 Entertainment.
And you're the sole owner of that business, is that correct?
Yes sir.
And that business is a business license to do business in the state of Nevada?
Yes sir.
And how long have you had that business?
Roughly 8 years maybe.
And again, you used the proceeds from that business and you provided us with the documents showing that those amounts were taken from your business account. Is that correct?
Yes sir.
How do you know Mr. Davis, sir?
I know him through passing. I know his son. I know him. We sat down and talked a few times. In general, you know, about personal things. He was having this bout with cancer, and you know, just regular conversation. He's always been a monumental guy in our community. Conversation. So you know, and I've helped several people in our community, whether it was funerals, whether it was for bail. In this situation, I know his cancer has been, I don't know if it's come out of remission, but within speaking with his son, I know he's having an issue in there, so I lent a helping hand.
But when it came time for the state to question Jones on his motives for posting bail for the former gang member, prosecutors believed Jones to be a middleman, only agreeing to post the bail in exchange for a TV series about Davis's life.
Yeah, and Mr. Davis is not obligated to repay. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Do you have any contract between you and Mr. Davis?
Not as of yet.
Okay. Do you have any financial agreement with Mr. Davis?
Not as of yet.
Do you have any financial agreement with his son?
No, I don't. I want for him to come work for me. That's what he want to do, to try to get him out the streets.
Now, so are there any stipulations that you have with Mr. Davis in order to put up this money for him?
Well, my stipulation with the bail bond, but I definitely wanted him to be on house arrest to protect myself.
Now, have you ever said you were thinking about getting Mr. Davis out with the stipulation that you do a series with him?
We've had talks and conversations just about what would be a series, as the VMF series, and just in question, in general conversation, talking about his life story. But I'm not in TV land, I'm in music. I don't do TV.
Okay.
I've never done a television show or any of that. I do music streaming, diapers, stuff like that.
Okay, so I just want to be very clear about this. Have you ever stated that you planned on getting Mr. Davis out as long as he did a stipulation with you to do a television series with you?
Oh, I have said this story would be a very interesting story. As if Orlando Anderson's story would be a very interesting story. As if the BMS story, as if my story. We talk about it, everybody talks about it, but again, that's not my lane. If that's what he chooses to do, then that's what he chooses to do. That's not what I do.
If someone were to say that the money provided here to bail Mr. Davis out is not from you, would that be the truth or a lie?
Be a lie.
Okay. If someone,
I didn't send the money, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Saying I'm not the one providing the funds?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a lie.
If someone said you are being used as a front, would that be the truth or a lie?
That would be a lie.
If someone says you are a middleman in this transaction, would that be a truth or a lie?
That'd be a lie.
If somebody said that there's a movie company putting up the money for you, would that be a truth or a lie?
What company?
A movie company.
No, that would be a lie.
Okay. So your testimony is you're not a middleman.
I'm not a what?
A middleman.
No, I have no contracts with any movie companies. I've never had a contract with a movie company. I've never done television. It's not my thing. I'm actually moving out of diapers. I have contracts in Congo, Nigeria, Amazon, Walmart, and clothing. So I'm really moving away from entertainment. These are things I can provide documents, MOUs, contracts for.
No, and I appreciate that, Mr. Jones.
His lawyer did an interview recently and said Keefe is a liar. He made up all this stuff just to make some money for people like, me for interviews and to get out of a serious drug case. He was never in Las Vegas. All this is fake. And he's not connected to Tupac's murder at all.
Yeah, I believe him. You believe him?
Do I believe him? That's up to law enforcement. You gonna bail out Keefe?
Yeah, it's only 75.
Well, because $1 million.
Well, I make 750.
750, so you got to put 75.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going to get him, and put the stipulations that I do the series on it. People are watching.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say Jones wanting to record interviews with Davis both pre and post release would violate the judge's request for Davis not to profit from his statements on the case.
Yo, what it do, my people? It's your boy Mike EAZY, back with the real. You already know the deal, gang. For this video right here, we're gonna be speaking about Wack 100 trying to bail out Keefe D, the accused hitman in the Tupac's murder, man. Really the last one still alive, allegedly, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, stay locked in. Y'all just seen the video, man. Basically, Wack 100 posted a bill. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Wack 100 is a guest star on the No Jumper podcast, right? The owner, Adam22, and Wack 100 got a little segment they do every week called the Adam and Wack Show. Wack 100 told Adam22 last week that he was thinking about trying to bail Keefe D out for a variety of reasons. Keefe D's been battling cancer, but most notably, Keefe D's an older, really staple of the city. Everybody knows Keefe D. He was a big timer back in the day. His name's real big, but a lot of people seems like that's crazy because, for one, Keefe D's a Compton crib. Wack 100 is a mob Paru, so the complete opposite, right? Also, Wack 100 used to work for Death Row. He used to work for Suge Knight. Tupac was one of Suge Knight's artists, so you would think Wack 100 would not really want to have anything to do with that. But here's the thing: if you know Wack 100, he's always into controversy. He's always trying to make headlines. He's always trying to be in the people's face. So he does things that just like grasp people's attention. That's how Wack 100 really made his name. That's how he got into the business. His artist Blueface, he's one and the same, always into something, just trying to, get that spotlight. So, like I said, Wack 100 said he was going to try to bail Keefe D out. Keefe D's bail is $750,000. According to the laws over there, you got to have a bail percentage of like 15%. On the $750,000, I think it come out to be, what they say, $112,500. Basically, Wack said he used his business, Wack 100 Entertainment, withdrew the funds from there and used that to put up the bail money for Keefe D. Now, you've seen the state prosecutors, they came and they hit Wack 100 with a flurry of questions because they using it as the judge wanted to see exactly where the funds came from. He wanted to, have evidence of where the funds came from. So if it was any illegal activity going on, they would deny the bail and then probably launch an investigation into Wack 100. But they said they provided all the statements. They said, everything was good. So then, once they found out everything was good, the money was good, it came from legit business and everything, then the state prosecution was like, oh, well, why do you want to get Keefe D out? What's your reasonings? he's basically like, well, you know, he's been battling cancer. He's a staple in the city. We kind of want to integrate him into this little TV show type deal. And then the prosecutor's like, oh, well, you know, that directly goes against the judge's orders of Keefe D not profiting off of his story involving the case, you know. And Wack 100 never said he was wanting to make the series about the case. You know, he basically said he wanted to make it about Keefe D's life. Basically, he wanted to interview Keefe D about his life, you know, from the beginning to the end. And because Keefe D's a big name right now, he's tied to the Tupac case, so that just skyrocketed his value. So, you know, Wack's figuring, you know, a lot of people will tune in. He might not would make all the money back, but if he could get him attached to a movie label or something like Netflix or something like that, he's probably thinking he could recoup. He could have like the rights to Keefe D. He could recoup a lot of that money, if not make a lot more. So the prosecution is basically like, oh, they really just want to keep Keefe D in jail. If you want me to be honest with you, they want to keep him in jail, and you know they want to find him guilty, so they can say, oh, we closed Tupac's case, we got the murder, we got this and that. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. See, allegedly Keefe D, you know, as you heard in the thing, he was one of the 4 people in the car the night Tupac got shot. Keefe D, how he got into this situation of being arrested so many years later, is this how it happened. So Keefe D being a Compton crib, he ran a drug ring, right? He ends up getting caught. The word on the street is, you know, it got around after the investigations of the police throughout the city for many years. They heard Keefe D might have had something to do with it. Keefe D had a notorious nephew called Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. He is the alleged one that pulled the trigger that killed Tupac on that fateful night. As you may have heard, Keefe D is the one that handed Orlando the gun, because Orlando was on the driver's side back seat closest to Tupac. You know, they pulled up beside him. Keefe D handed him the gun across. Boom, 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 boom. Did a thing, drove off, parked the Cadillac they was in, hid the gun on the tire of the Cadillac, and everybody went and did their thing. Well, like I said, Keefe D ran the drug ring. He got busted. It was a big PCP ring that he was running. The police and the prosecutors basically said, tell us what you know about the Tupac case, and if we feel the information is valid enough, we will scrape your plate clean and you can go on about your business, as long as we get some information, some closure on this case right here. So Keefe D basically told him the whole story, and you know, they wiped him clean, they let him out of prison. He was facing like a 20-25 year prison sentence or something like that. It was a big prison sentence. So they told him the story, they let him go. Well, the agreement they gave him that day, it wasn't immunity, it was a proffer agreement. And that proffer agreement they gave him is basically called Queen for a Day, which means anything you say today inside of this interrogation room cannot be held against you. You can say you killed 50 people and it couldn't have been held against you. But if you leave this setting and go out tomorrow or the next day or a year from now and talk about anything that you said, like this story right here, we can come back and get you with it, which I think is some bullcrap, because something like that, I think he should have really understood more of what he was agreeing to before he agreed to it, and was like, nah, y'all got to give me immunity. Y'all got to, but he really wasn't thinking. This was back before social media. This is back before interviews and all this stuff was out like this. So he really wasn't thinking. He was just thinking about getting out of jail if this is the case, and just going on and living his life, you know, not thinking, oh, maybe in 20 years, social media and technology will be so high, I can make a lot of money off of my story, you know. And so he gets out of jail. Some years goes by. He writes a book. He does a lot of interviews with Vlad TV, King Capone News, basically telling the Tupac story and everything. And the police around Nevada and everything, around where Keefe D was living at. Keefe D was living in around Las Vegas and Nevada. They went to the grand jury, kept giving them evidence, probably a lot of those interviews. And finally the grand jury indicted him. They came and arrested Keefe and now charged him with Tupac's murder. So this is how we got to this point right here. They got him on a $750,000 bond. Wack 100 is trying to post a bond to try to get him out, and we'll see where that goes. We'll see if they finally let him out. I don't know if they'll let him out or not, but they should. They should, man, because as we can all see, they're just trying to hold him there, man. They're just trying to come up with any stipulation they can just to keep Keefe, man. And I think it's messed up. You know what I mean? Everybody should be innocent until proven guilty, but we know how this country is. It's really the opposite, man. So y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all think this is right or not, or y'all think Wack 100 should have done this. I see people calling him a hypocrite. I see Mob James talking about him doing this. I see some people in the comments, but at the end of the day, you know, if he feels he should be out and he's got the money to do it, he should be able to do it, you know. That's just how I feel. But y'all let me know down in the comments, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay locked in with your boy. You don't want to miss any of these videos, man. So, hey, until the next one. Peace.